One word on Gitmo. You got to be out of your mind to let killers go at a time in which people are being attacked and killed by Islamic terror. What is going on in the White House? This could be the craziest thing the President of the United States ever did.
That reaction puzzling in with our Fox News alert. We just told you yesterday that those 5 Gitmo detainees overnight while you were sleeping and their profiles aren't pretty were released, okay? And a former detainee, remember, is now a top recruiter for ISIS. Mr. Mayor, I can't think of a worse time to do something like this.
They're all from Yemen. This is in your face.
And Al-Qaeda in Yemen took credit for the attacks last week in Paris. So what do we do?
It's almost as if they're making requests. Like they're sending requests to the White House. Send me a recruiter. Send me a munitions expert. Send me a sharpshooter.
We need a bomb maker.
This is ridiculous. And on the front page of the New York Post today, we have an almost attack on the United States. And he's releasing killers to kill Americans. When you take the oath of office, you vow to preserve, protect, and defend the United States, not let killers go who are going to kill Americans.
Yeah. And these are direct links to Al-Qaeda, all of them. In fact, one of them was caught in Tora Bora with bin Laden. 2 of the guys in Uruguay that we let out 3 weeks ago were caught with uranium on them.
Mr. Mayor, why is the president doing that?
Because I really now believe he's in a state of complete denial about the idea that we're at war. And he just won't accept it. Maybe it's arrogance. Maybe it's his refusal to admit that he was wrong. They are at war with us. What do they have to prove to us after the bombing in France? That they are at war with us. So when you're at war, you don't let the warriors go free. We wouldn't have let the Nazis go free until the end of the war.
It seems as though the president and his administration is more offended by the term radical Islam than radical Islam. Why is that?
I think, again, it's part of the denial. This has nothing to do with Islam. How could it have nothing to do with Islam when the people are yelling out Allah Akbar when they're killing people?
Or we're doing this to avenge the Prophet of Muhammad.
They are killing in the name of Islam. That could be a distortion of Islam, but they're still killing in the name of Islam. And by the way, they can find support in the Quran for what they're doing.
Right.
Don't you think
as a guy that took down the mob, how important was it to get inside the mindset of the enemy?
Critical to call them the mafia. When I first called them the mafia, I was criticized. I had protests by Italian-American groups. Italian-American groups protested me for using the word mafia because I was defaming all Italians. And I said, bull, you know what? I'm not defaming all Italians. I'm just defaming the creeps that are part of the mafia. And if you don't want to be part of it, you come and stand with me and explain to everybody that we're like everybody else. We're not like the mafia.
This is not too tough. The president would not be saying, all Muslims are terrorists. He's just saying that all of these Islamic radicals are out to kill us.
He could perform a great service as someone who understands the Muslim religion from having studied it. He could perform a great service in explaining the Quran, which has good parts and bad parts. The Bible has some bad parts, stoning women for adultery. We don't do that anymore. We read it out of the Bible. Somebody has to come along in the Muslim faith and be a reformer. We need a Martin Luther, or we need a Catholic Reformation, or we need a Jewish reform movement in the Muslim religion. He could do that. He could say, it's an old book, let's pick the good parts, let's forget those bad parts.
The enemy is studying the Quran and trying to kill us. At least acknowledge it, and then we can
and let's take that part of the Quran like we have taken certain parts of the Bible and read it out for the modern world.
All right. Rudy Giuliani.
Fired up this morning.
Courage and wisdom, we thank you.